So here's the phone, and it is time now to do some texturing. And I may not get every little thing done. I think I'll do the majority of the texturing, quite straightforward, but some of the small details I'll either do on my own or I'll show you. And I'll come back and I'll show you the final product. So I want to come over to the UV editing window, however, and I want to select everything and go in here and maximize this. So this is what I've got. And as you can see, I have multiple UV tiles. All right, I got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I got a lot of them. All right, so I can maximize the resolution. Now, if you look at my model, you will not see any seams. I didn't use any seam. No, that's not true. There are 2 seams here on the cord. I didn't need to. And, you know, some people may be frustrated by that, but really, you know, I was able to take this and just smart UV project and then pack the islands, and it works just fine, all right, for this kind of stuff. Actually, for this one, I probably used cube project. For this one, for the square ones, I tend to do that, but for the phone, I use smart UV project. For this thing here, smart UV project. So, you know, you can use a bunch of these things and get a pretty decent unwrap if you're going to be using procedural textures. If you're going to be using something like wood even, you may have some problems depending on how you want the wood grain to go, especially for something circular like a wagon wheel. And for these kind of things, let's have a look at those. Where are those guys? It's just unwrap. Just select it and unwrap and scale to the size that you want them to be. All right, same thing with these kind of things. Okay, gives me a nice unwrap like that, nice and large. Now, if you've never used UDIMs or UV tiles before, I've got other videos on that. If you just search my channel, you will see how to set this up. All right, so I've got everything very simply unwrapped and in separate UV tiles, and I'm ready to texture. So the next thing to do is, with everything selected, make sure that you export as an FBX, and let's head over to Substance Painter. So here in Substance Painter, I'm going to open up my thing. Make sure that you check this if you're using UV tiles or UDIMs. You want that turned on. Select Payphone Texturing Video, open that up, okay, and there's my phone. All right, just check that nothing looks invisible or see-through, that all your polys are facing the right way. All right, so now it's time to bake the mesh maps. Scroll down here, bake mesh maps. I'll do it at 2K, uncheck ID. I won't make you sit through the whole thing because this will take a while, but just marvel at the size of some of those. Now, the resolution is not as great here on this piece, but many of these other pieces will have pretty good resolution. And this will take a few minutes. Look at that. All right, this will take a few minutes to do, so I'll be back when it's done. All right, that definitely took a couple of minutes. Let's have a look at the list. You can see all my UV tiles. All right, this I'm going to change the name to just Payphone. It's just one material. All right, but I've got 18 UV tiles. Okay, cool. I'm going to delete the default layer and I'm going to start texturing. This is going to be really straightforward. I'm going to start with the plastic matte. I'm going to decrease the roughness. And let's leave it at that default color for now. Okay, so I'll just leave that. The next thing I'm going to do is let's bring in another one. I could have just duplicated that, I suppose. Let's bring down the roughness and make this black. And do the phone. Let's add a black mask and come over to Polygon Fill. Make sure it's on Mesh. Click the phone, this piece, and anything that I want black. Now I'm going to have to get in here and get that speaker part there and that one. Okay, and I think up here I'm going to have this in black, and this I'm not sure. I'll put it black for the moment. And that piece, let's see if that's roughly what I want. Something like that. Okay, we're going to get some metal on there. This is black. All right, so I'm just going to search for metal, and I'm going to take this aluminum, drag that in. That should be a default color. Put on a black mask and click on the chord, so we'll have that in metal, and we'll just go around and do the pieces we want in metal. So it's going to be this top, it's going to be that coin thing, it's going to be that, it's going to be this piece here, and the lock, and that, and that, and this, that. Let's see. Okay, we'll put some dirt on in a while, and it'll make it look a little bit better. Okay, we also want this in metal, and that in metal. Okay. And I'm just going to call this metal. We can come down here, actually. I'm going to call this body. Next, I'm going to go to my smart materials, and I'm going to search for paper. And this would be one that you would need to download, but there are some of these out there. I'm going to use paper. I'm going to delete the folds. I don't want the folds. And I'm going to put a black mask on. And actually, before I do that, I'm going to come down to the base, and I want this to be a little bit whiter in color. So I'll put a black mask on here. Did I already do that? I guess I did. And I'm going to choose that one there. And let me even go for a lighter color than that. That may be my base color variation. Let me come down here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So there's my paper in behind there. I will be changing some of this. Changing some of this stuff as well. I think I'll put the black on there for the moment until I decide what I want to do with this stuff. Just because this blends in a little bit better. All right, let's put a little bit of text on here and see how our resolution is doing. I'm going to switch to orthographic, snap it in, zoom in, and we're going to do some stuff in here. I'm going to do a paint layer. That's the way I'm going to do it. I'm just going to choose height, and I'm going to come up a little ways and over to my alphas, and I'm going to choose font and this one here. And let's try typing 25, seeing what this looks like. 25 like that, and over here we'll type 10. Do it all the same size, and 5. Say we do that, and let's go on here. Let's type push. Okay, not too bad. Let's come down here and see if I can get something like coin release. Maybe 2 lines, 2 separate ones. I was thinking I could try to do like coin and then release. Maybe even a bit smaller so that it fits. Something like that. And then, let's see, rectangle. Something like this. Let's see if this would work. Maybe that one even. I was thinking I could do that. And that. Okay. I'm not sure what to say on that thing down there. See if there's anything on here. Oh, we got pull. Okay, let me think about that for a second then. Yeah, that's good enough. I don't need even to say pull. Forget that. All right, let's see. This retro system made by Crosley. All right, well, I certainly wouldn't mind saying retro system, so let's do that. I might say made by Zero Bio. I don't know. Okay, let's try retro system. Is it caps? And it's 2 lines, right? Let's try 2 lines. Where am I? Let's see. Retro system made by. Okay, made by, and then. I wonder if this would work. Even like that. If we did that, and also maybe in brushes, a hard brush. Let's see what this looks like if I try to do. No. That may not be very visible. We could do something like that. Is that most of that stuff? All right, so this is going to be alpha text, let's say. Let's go out of, let's go back to that. And let's try putting a bit of dirt on and seeing how it's going to go. So fill layer and color and roughness all the way up, and sort of brown for dirt. All right, start with that. Black mask generator and dirt. Okay, good start. We'll bring that down. That's what I'm looking for. Even a little bit less than that. Okay, that can all be adjusted. Now what we're also going to want is, I'm going to label this as dirt. We're going to want that dirt in the alphas as well. So we come down here and look at this. All right, those are a bit fat for my liking, but let's add an anchor point here, and let's refer to that anchor point up here. Micro details, micro height true, and choose the anchor point and switch to height. And give it a moment to do its thing, and we get some of that dirt in there. A little bit in there, not as much as I would have liked. But that's okay. That's where I really wanted it. There. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the general idea so far. And what we're going to do next, of course, I'll need text in here. Let's just do a little bit more. We'll do a little bit of text around the sides. I'm going to orthographic. And for this one, I'm going to just do another paint layer. And I think I'm going to do just color. And sort of a reddish, dark color, I think. Let's just scroll up here. These numbers. So we're starting here at 1. So I will do my 1. I'll do it here. Alright, so I'm going to go back to my alphas. I'm going to choose font. And I'm going to choose this same font. And we'll write 1. And try it somewhere like that. Okay. leaving a little bit of room because I need some letters above there. And we'll see if it all fits. That one might be tight. We'll see. I'm making them a little bit big too so that they're a little bit more visible. 9, 0, and then I'll use that star. Put that there, and then the number sign. I'll do that there. Okay, so we got that in there. And then we need on the 2 ABC. Okay, so I'm now just going to switch. I'm on the same layer. I'm going to switch over to black, or close to black. Okay, ABC starts on 2. Let's just double check that. ABC starts on 2. Oh, and maybe I'll bold this one. Okay, there we go. A, B, C, D, E, F. G, H, I. On 5 is J, K, L. J, K, L. On 6 is M, N, O. On, it doesn't matter my positioning, P, R, S. And on 8, T, U, V. And on 9, W, Y, Z. And then it's operator, and I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm certainly not going to curve it like that. I don't know if I can get that in there anyhow, even if it's small. I don't think, I know I spelled that wrong, but well, I can decrease the size here and then increase the size. I don't think that's going to look any good. I'll put that there just like that, though. So we have that now. Perspective. I'm going to save that. And what I'm thinking for these buttons, let's just have a look at this. This light color, and that's in there. I could, let's see, this is, what is this? Just, yeah, okay. Let's call that dial text. And I'm not going to put any dirt on that. Paper, metal, black here. If I was to maybe duplicate that and clear the mask and change the color to like a, I don't know, like a cream color. We'll start with that. And I got a mask on there. And let's bring that up there. Where is it? There it is. Okay, there it is. If I put that there like that, did I get the whole button? Yeah. And then maybe I could do the numbers on there as well. So I think what I'll do for that is maybe I will come back to this alpha text. Yeah, this alpha text here. And let's see, I want height, maybe not color. I will indent it a bit. And we'll try some of this. Let's just do 1. Still on bold. Let's increase the size of that here. Let's do it this way. Let's see what that looks like. That's because we got the dirt on there. I'll have to up the res as well. Okay. I'm going to come to orthographic. I don't want it bold. I'll have it regular. And we'll just do these numbers on here as well. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, these buttons aren't as high res as some of the other stuff, but we're only at 1024, so I'll be bringing that up and they should look just fine. And I think that'll probably be it for this video. And there's a few other things to do, and I probably will just go do them myself instead of spending your time. So this is a push button style, sort of retro phone. Okay, we'll do the asterisk thing or the star thing or whatever. I'll do that like that. And the number sign, then let's up-res this and see how she's looking. Okay, let's go back to perspective. Let's save that. Now, I may change the color of that dial and do something on the inside as well. And also, we need the information. So I may do something in there, and we need something there. Now, how I put dirt on this. The one thing I am missing is some scratches. So let's just do that before anything else. All right, so I'm going to add a fill layer, and I'm going to have just height. I might put color on there. I might actually do some black kind of scratches. Let's try it that way. All right, so I'm going to add a black mask. I'm going to add a fill to that. Expose the grayscale there. Come to procedurals and type scratches and grab this last one. Now these won't be too high res yet. Let's just click random. Decrease the balance. I don't want too much of this. The width and the length, just some little indentations here and there, and then we'll up-res it and we'll see how she's looking. I think I definitely do need a change on this dial, so we'll get to that in a bit. So let's up-res this to 2048. We're going to maximize that. I probably will cut out some of those scratches. They might be a little bit over the top. But this is what it's looking like so far, and we will put on, yeah, one of the scratches went right there. They're going to put on that, and we'll just go with that for now. Okay, so here's how she's looking at this point. So what I'll do is I will come back. I think I'll reduce the number of scratches. I will consider if I want maybe this color in here and some text. I will make some text for here, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the end result. But very simple to model, very simple to texture, and that's what it ends up looking like. And I think maybe just for fun, let's just try one other color here. You know, let's make this like red or something like that, or something, and we'll just see what that turns out to be. It's more of a brownish color. Oh, that looks kind of neat. It's not going to stay like that though. There it is in another color. Okay. All right. I'll be back in a bit to show you the final result. Thanks for watching.